Welcome back to Afternoon Live. Well, here she is. Not the typical what to expect, actually, when we talk about parenting. She wrote this book, okay? It's called Ungovernable, the Victorian Parent's Guide to Raising Flawless Children. Flawless children. Teresa O'Neill is with us. Teresa, flawless children, really?
No, it's a lie.
Okay.
It's a satire.
Oh, good. Whew. I was nervous for a minute there.
Yeah, but the Victorians like to believe that they could do everything flawlessly. So I gave it a good college try.
Yeah.
Something the Queen would be proud of.
Yeah.
But what I found in my research was that they were just as awful back then. Just you beat them more.
Whoa, really?
And fed them more poisons. And oh wow, it's quite a ride.
They're
really
terrible.
Is. Somehow I made it hilarious. I don't know if I should be proud of that or not.
I think you should be, because you know what? Sometimes we just have to laugh to keep from crying. And it's good to revisit history.
Yes, it is.
To find out what we can do better, right? So let's talk about, what do you think, after all of this research, that people today, parents today, can learn from Victorian parenting techniques?
Well, actually there are a few, and they're not always ones that are going to set very well. For instance, and this is the one that comes to mind because I'm looking at my daughter offset, teaching a girl to be a good housewife is actually got some value to it, because you want your daughter to have a STEM education now, you know, science, technology.
Yes, it's all the rage.
It always has been. It just wasn't called that. In Victorian times, raising a little girl to run a household, how much math is involved in sewing clothes?
You know what?
You know?
You are right.
How much science do you have to know to coax food from the earth, from mud, and then prepare it so you can eat it 6 months later with nobody dying? How much science is involved in that? They just didn't call it that.
Right.
But she has to bend the laws of nature and man to her will to be a good housewife. It's fascinating.
Bend the laws of nature and man. No, you know what? You're right about that. I never thought about that.
And psychology, if you want to go down to modeling psychology for a child to be, if you wanted it to be the old-fashioned center of the home, which that means you're the keel and the anchor of the psychology of the entire household. You are the life of your home. It's a big job. It's science. Psychology is a science.
Yeah.
There's one of them. You know, and again, it doesn't sit well, but it's true.
No, you know exactly, because if you say today, well, I just want to teach my daughter how to be a housewife. Oh, people are not going to take that.
So you sit around and watch soaps. That's great. No,
there's so much more.
Universe.
It's true. It's true. No, I like that. So, what are some of the good, the bad, and the ugly that you discovered?
Oh gosh, I found some really cool stuff. I should not be doing this.
That's all right. Hey, get comfortable. Tell us about it.
I found some really just cool odds and ends. Like, my girl, hey to the chubby chicks, Lane Bryant. She designed the first ever, she was a real person, her name was Lena. She designed the first ever maternity dress, so that for the first time ever, pregnant ladies could go outside the home and get jobs or even go shopping. That happened.
Feel comfortable.
And she signed her name wrong on a bank loan, and she became Lane instead of Lena.
Get out of here! I didn't know that.
And then a bunch of ladies kept coming up and saying, "We're not pregnant, but do you think you could design something so that we looked a little more fashionable?" And she became the first retailer of plus size big girls clothes.
Right.
Now, cool stuff like that just fell into place, and then the dark stuff. I found out how child abuse became child abuse, because it didn't exist before the 1880s legally.
How so? People were just beating the hell out of their kids and it was okay?
How dark do we go on the afternoon show?
Well, okay.
I had to go into death inquest to understand it.
Really?
There were no records of child abuse. I had to, if you killed your child while disciplining them, the judge would say, well, how bad was the kid? What weapon did you use? And are you sorry?
What? Oh, yeah, okay.
Dark.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we've evolved from that.
That all changed because of one tenacious church lady and the guy who founded the ASPCA, Prevention for Cruelty to Animals. They found this one perfect little abused girl named Mary Ellen. They brought her into court in a horse blanket and said she deserved as much protection as your average horse. and it became the Society for Prevention to Cruelty to Animals and Children.
And children.
And that grew from New York to all over the country, and then Europe followed. But that was 80 something.
Wow.
That was the darkest. That's the darkest they go in that book.
That's pretty bad.
But I have a lot of fun with what we're supposed to feed them.
Oh my God. Your book is a lot of fun, actually. I mean,
I want to be part of the Easter party.
You did.
Look at those Easter colors.
They're perfectly colored. Both of your books. Teresa,
this is my first book.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing.
Thank you.
You're like a wealth of knowledge. And you get to share more because you have a book event.
I do. Thank you for reminding me.
Don't worry, I'm going to tell everybody about it. The book event is tonight, 7:30. The information's on your screen, Powell City of Books. And of course, we'll have more information for you on our website at KATU.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right. Hey, Kara's in the kitchen next, baking up traditional Lebanese cookies and sharing about a wonderful cultural event in town. So we'll be right back.